Yeah, pretty incredible. I mean, same sort of a thing with Nuge, right? Like, what a year to have a year. It's pretty crazy, really, when you think about just how productive this guy's been. I know Daily Faceoff has something up there that, this year from Connor McDavid, adjusting for points and era, this is the top or the 10th best season of all time in terms of point production. It's really incredible to see what he's doing. You go out there, you watch him every night, and it's incredible hockey. He's doing things that nobody else in the world can do or has ever done before. Funny enough, I was actually looking back. I was watching an Oilers game from like 2017 against Tampa Bay, and Connor McDavid had a 4-goal night that night, and he scored on like his third or fourth shift. And I was just watching him then and thinking about how he plays now, and it's the same style of play. Like he's just so aggressive on pucks in the offensive zone, and even then, he was doing incredible things with it, and he's just grown even more over the last couple of years. And I think something that people don't talk about too is like, it's like, oh yeah, his offensive game is so great. We all know that, right? But he's really come into his own as a very strong two-way player, a very strong defensive player. According to hockeyviz.com, he provides defense, even strength defense is at an 8% rate above league average, and he provides offense at a 22% rate above league average. He truly can go out there and do it all right now. And I think, in due time, we could be hearing about him for the Selke.
Saying
Dan,
22% above league average for McDavid's offense still sounds a little like low. Like
I know it
22%. Let's
does.
bump that up.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy when you think about it, right? Like even looking, Nathan McKinnon is at 17% above league average. And I'm just pulling up Austin Matthews really quickly. He's also at 22% above league average. I think it's probably a little bit shy on McDavid there, but what can you do?
Dan, what do you make of this? You had our highest prediction, if I remember correctly, when we did this preseason, but Connor's going to hit 150 and probably sail past it if he plays all 3 remaining games.
Yeah, well, and I mean, you look at his trajectory on a curve, it's still going up, and I'm starting to wonder if this is the ceiling. I don't even think 160 is the highest point total that we can expect from him in his career, which is unbelievable to say. But yeah, I mean, it's, I feel like I'm waxing poetic about it every week. We are in the good days right now. We are in the good old days. We are going to be thinking about these seasons for the rest of our lives. And it's a special time to be alive. And I know that offense is up and everything, but man, oh man, 150 points. It feels like something extra special. And I know that some nights it becomes the ordinary and it becomes the expected outcome, but we are watching something special right now.
And we've said it on this podcast a million times. I'll just double down on it again. Enjoy what you're watching. We watched a lot of very lean years in the history of Oilers Nation. We watched I remember seasons where the Oilers would have like their leading score would have like 65 points or something like that. And I'd be like, man, if only we could have a player that was a point per game. And now you've got one that's almost 2 points per game. Enjoy it. Remember how special it is because like Dan said, they are the good old days. Tyler, wrap us up. Connor closing in on 150.
Since the start of last season, Connor McDavid has 62 more points than anyone not named Leon Draisaitl. That's ridiculous. Like just absolutely insane. 62 more points over a 2-season span. And like the further back you go, the more insane it is. If you go last 3 regular seasons, Connor McDavid has 117 more points than anyone not named Leon Draisaitl. McDavid and Draisaitl are the only ones to be at 300 points or more in the last 3 years. Next is Mitch Marner at 259. Like it's absolutely insane. The production is nuts. I mean, a handful of us, we keep an eye on the betting lines and stuff like that for every game. And it's like his over under for points now is 2.5 per game. That's bonkers. That shouldn't be happening in the NHL. And it's kind of funny to see right now people buzzing about Connor Bedard and the production he has in the WHL and like, oh, could he be the next Connor McDavid? Connor McDavid's putting up Connor Bedard numbers in the NHL. It's crazy.